All right, this is what you get with your X431 PRO3 V ELITE scan tool. So nice storage box, plastic inserts, and foam cutouts to keep it secure, which is nice. You've got your sending unit, your OBD2 that plugs in via this cord to your OBD port. You've got the tablet itself, which is pretty robust. It's got a metal frame on the back. The tablet has a USB-C connector there for charging and for connection of a USB to USB, and then just a regular USB A port. Power buttons on the side, and the rest is just what you see. Power adapter, so wall adapter to USB-C cable. It's got the North American and international adapters. You've got a USB-A to USB-B adapter cable and USB-C to USB-A cable. It also comes with what looks like Cat 6, like the Cat 6 cable. That's to connect to your computer for the JBox function. And your manuals, they come with it as well. Alright, how's it going, YouTube? So today I just acquired a scanner from Launch, and I wanted to give it a review. So this is the Launch X431 line. So there wasn't a whole lot of reviews online. I didn't see at the time that I purchased it a review of this scanner, so I figured I'd do a review and kind of walk you through what its capabilities are, what its limitations are, and we'll go from there. So this is an Android-based unit. It's got a handy, on the back of it, it's got a handy little rung to either support it while you lay it on its back so you can see it better, or hang it off the steering wheel. Works good, nice and simple design. It's robust, it's made out of metal. Carrying case itself, it's pretty robust, it's well padded, there's no issues there. Update process once I received the unit was good. Super straightforward. It just brings you into all the update pieces, and then you just downloads it, and standard stuff for these tablet scanners. So this is your communication unit. So this plugs into your OBD2 port, and then this communicates wirelessly with your tablet. So that's super convenient, especially when you're doing some of the special function things, like so if I'm at the back of the truck checking functionality of a specific circuit or something, I can command a circuit through, I'll give you an example here. So this is your special function menu. So it gives you some good options as far as getting stuff sorted out. The option that I needed with this scanner was the immobilizer reset. My truck has dropped its immobilizer code. So unfortunately, this model with the software that's on it doesn't have the immobilizer reset that I need. It'll do an automatic search for the VIN. My key is on. So even though this vehicle does support the read VIN, sometimes I get the error that it doesn't have the VIN number for the vehicle. So it is what it is. You have to manually enter it. that's pretty consistent across a lot of these platforms. Like some of them are pretty hit and miss with reading VINs. This IMMO function in this tablet, it gives me the option to erase or program all key fobs, which is great. But that's my only option that has anything to do with the actual IMMO. So if you need to just rekey or reprogram a fob, no problem, it'll do this. I don't need to do that, however. I need to reset them, reprogram the module. So overall, it's a pretty decent tool. There's some irritating little things that you can turn off, obviously, like all the noises that it makes when you get out of the functions. But I'll take you through Diagnostics here. So I'll go into Diagnostics. It's the correct make, model, everything else. Okay, so this gives me the topology layout for all of the different modules that are in this truck. So you can go and you can do a system scan. It's going to go through, it'll communicate with all of the modules and make sure that they're installed. So it'll go through basically acknowledging which modules are installed, which ones aren't. And then once this is complete, I'll show you how you can go into each individual module. It's got a built-in battery monitor at the top, which is handy. Kind of helps you keep track of your voltage. The truck's plugged in right now, so it's not as much of an issue, but so it's completed scan. So now what I can do is I can go into each individual module and enter the module. So if I go into the ECM now, I can read fault codes. Okay, DTC displays. And here's my issue. So immobilizer key not programmed, and immobilizer security code not programmed. So this particular tablet, you can download a $400 software package in order to give you the immobilizer functions that you need. So if you want to build on what you have in this tablet as it is, you can do that. There's options for that, and you can get attachments and everything else to do various other tasks, and they're compatible with the tablet. So Launch has done a good job in kind of like building a system that can grow with your needs, which is great. And overall, like the software is good. It's not too glitchy. I can't really complain about that. So these two, if I go back into my topology now, it's showing me abnormal, and it's 2. So this is one of the things that I don't particularly like about this topology, is that you have to go in each module and pull and read the fault codes out of each module, and then it will display what's there on the topology. So there's no TTCs here, so it'll come up green when I go back to the topology, right? So this is one of those things, and it might be that I'm missing a piece to how this system works, and there might be a button, but I haven't found it. So from a user standpoint, me being new to this particular scanner, I haven't found it super, it's a little bit clumsy, right, in the way that they've done it. So if I go into my body control module here, right, so I've got some tail lamp circuits, short battery, and then it'll pull up. So it'll do a Google search on whatever code that's thrown, which is, it's helpful. if I go back, I can go into actuation tests or special functions from here. So if I go special functions, it's going to show me what in this configured module I can do for special functions. So it's pretty robust. There's a whole bunch of different options here, right? So you can go in and these special functions and the actuation tests, they work pretty well. So you can see all your different options here, right? So if I wanted to control the window, right? So driver window motor. Command state none. So I want to put the window down. Window goes down, right? Want to put the window up. So this motor right here, there's an issue with this door, which is why the up didn't work there, I'm assuming. Let's try it with the passenger. So down on the passenger, yep, good. Up on the passenger, yeah, works fine. So that's a known issue with this truck. I just haven't gotten around to sorting it out. But your systems, your actuation pieces, they work. Yeah, so a couple codes there, right? You can clear the DTCs. I haven't repaired these items, so it won't make a difference. But if I get an actuation test, I can test the differential locks on like the circuitry of everything. So if I go front differential lock indicator, I can turn it on, the light comes on, turn it off, the light goes off, right? It tells me my status for voltage, which is good because it means that I don't have to pull it all apart and actually read it. I'm having an issue with my rear differential lock on this one, so I'm getting good voltage. It's communicating, lights on, that's good. Like it's very handy, and it's nice that when you go into each module, you don't have to back out to get into your special functions or actuations. They're right there for you. So I really like that about this scanner. It's well put together there. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to like get right into it, right? But these are your other modules. The other thing, if I go in here, so it gives me a whole bunch of different diagnostic options. If I go into the toolbox, these are all some of the different kits that you can get with it, right? So like key programmer, right? I go into key programmer, and it's not like I can't use any of this, right? So let's try, because I don't have the software downloaded, right? So yeah, so I can't do that because I don't have that that attachment. Right, so I don't have the dongle, so it won't let me utilize it. So that's kind of like, it's great that you can buy all this add-on stuff, but yeah, so I don't have any of this equipment. I don't have the software downloaded, so I can't use this, right? But it all exists. You can purchase it after the sales purchases and everything else to kind of build your toolbox up. But this is the scanner. It's, you know, it's a pretty advanced scanner, so it gives you a lot of different options. Overall, my impressions of it are pretty good. It seems pretty functional, pretty reliable. The downloads are easy. It'll get there quickly. It's like off of Amazon. It was here overnight, so I can't complain about that. My biggest complaint is that at the price point, you don't quite get as much as you would with, say, the XTOOL X100 MAX, which is right at the same price point. And it'll give you additional functions like IMMO and a bunch of different programming stuff. So they're pretty comparable other than that. So if you need the IMMO or the immobilizer control stuff, you should definitely go with the XTOOL X100 MAX. It's a great tool as well. The one nice thing about this one is that it has so it's got the option for J2534 pass-through. Now, it functions as a J-box insofar as if your OEM software can be downloaded and held offline, then this will work as a pass-through box to get software updates into your vehicle. And that's done through a cable that they have in this kit. The downside, though, is that for vehicles that do not have downloadable software options, like GM, it's all done through SPS, and so it's all online. This unit will not act as a J-box for live online pass-through. So I can't go into the modules on this GM and work that through with this unit, unfortunately. So it is what it is. I mean, if you've got older model vehicles that have offline software, this is a really good option at the price point, because the price point is, for what you get, if that's your situation, this is probably the best product for you, because it gives you so much. It gives you all the functions of a modern scanner, plus you can do all of your software updates and everything else through the J-box function on this thing. If you have a modern vehicle, it kind of is what it is. If you look online, like modern J-box pass-through scanners that will work with online updates, you're looking at price points anywhere from $2,500 to like $5,000-$6,000, right? So this unit at $1,800 is a good deal as far as that. It all depends on your situation. So that's what I've got for you. It's got some nice features with regards to like Launch Academy, right? So if you go in, there's repair info. So you log in and it will hook you up with some fixes and stuff. It's okay. Like a lot of the online stuff I'm not really into, just because it's typically pretty generic information. And so my situation, this truck is about as far away from generic as possible, because it's a 2016 that has all 2021 components on it. So it's a little bit of a Frankenstein. And so a lot of those like online pieces kind of, they don't really apply necessarily to how this truck works. So hopefully this has been informative. It's helpful for me to kind of have people that have at least seen it and touched it and kind of see what it's actually like to help inform my purchase decisions. So I figured I'd pass that information on to everyone, and hopefully this has been helpful for you. All right, till next time, thanks for watching.